I was driving cross-country, alone. 3 states down, another 2 to go. The rain came out of nowhere. Thick sheets of water. Headlights struggled against the darkness. I pulled off the interstate. Old sign, flickering neon. Motel. No name. Just motel. The lot was half empty. A few cars, some with fogged-up windows. I parked under a broken light post. The office smelled like cigarettes. The clerk barely looked at me. His skin was waxy, eyes sunken, voice flat. "One night?" he asked. I nodded. He slid me a key. Room 7. But when I stepped back outside, I counted the doors, and then 8. No 7. I looked again. Concrete wall where the door should have been, but the key in my hand read 7. The rain intensified. The parking lot shimmered black. I told myself I was exhausted. Maybe the numbers had worn off. I walked along the row again, and there it was. A door I swear hadn't been there seconds earlier. Dark brown, unmarked, no number. The key slid in smoothly. Click. The room smelled of damp wood, like something had rotted. The carpet squished under my boots. Lamp on the nightstand, but the bulb flickered weak, yellow. Shadows stretched unnaturally long. The bedspread was stained, dark blotches, too many to count. I locked the door, double-checked the window. The rain pounded the glass like fingers. I lay down, closed my eyes, but sleep wouldn't come. That's when I heard it. Whispering, not from outside, from the room itself. It came from the walls. A chorus of voices, low, desperate. I sat up, heart racing. The voices stopped. Silence. Then the TV crackled on, snowy static, the volume rising, louder, louder. I scrambled for the remote. It wasn't there. The screen flashed. Images flickered. Faces, distorted. Mouths open, screaming. But no sound. I yanked the plug from the wall. The TV stayed on. And then, through the static, I saw me, sitting on the bed, watching the screen, except in the reflection. Something stood behind me, tall, black, leaning closer. I spun around. The room was empty. The door rattled. A slow, steady knock. 3 times. I froze. Didn't move, didn't breathe. The knocking grew louder, harder, until it shook the frame. "Let me in," a voice hissed through the crack, high-pitched, almost childlike. I grabbed my bag, fumbled with the lock. The key wouldn't turn. The lamp flickered out. Darkness swallowed the room. In the pitch black, I felt it, breath on my neck. I screamed, shoved the door with my shoulder. It flew open. I ran, didn't look back, straight to the car. Engine roared. Tires squealed through the rain. I didn't stop until the sun rose. Hours later, at a gas station, I pulled the key from my pocket. It wasn't metal anymore. It was bone. Smooth. Yellowed. With the number 7 carved deep.
I checked into the motel just after midnight. The clerk seemed surprised to see me, like he wasn't expecting anyone. He hesitated, then gave me a room key. Room 12. The hallway smelled of mildew, carpet damp, the buzzing of a single overhead light. When I unlocked the door, the room was already warm. Not just warm, stifling, like someone had just been inside. The bedspread was wrinkled, indentations still in the pillow. The air, thick with perfume, not fresh perfume. Old, clinging. I checked the bathroom. The sink dripped, the mirror fogged over, even though there was no steam. I wiped it with my sleeve. For a split second, I thought I saw a face. Not mine. Someone else. Standing right behind me. But when I turned, nothing. Just silence. I tried to shake it off. Told myself I was imagining things. I lay down on the bed, closed my eyes, tried to ignore the smell. But the sheets shifted. The mattress dipped, as if someone lay beside me. I froze. Didn't move. Didn't breathe. Slowly, I opened my eyes. The room was dark. But in the shadows, a figure sat up on the other side of the bed. Long hair, head tilted, watching me. I shot up, turned on the lamp. The bed was empty, but the sheets, still indented. I grabbed my bag, shoved everything inside. That's when I heard the voice. Soft, right against my ear. "Don't leave me again." The lamp shattered. The bulb exploded in sparks. The door slammed shut. Wouldn't budge. The perfume grew stronger, overpowering, choking. I stumbled back, coughing. That's when I saw it. In the corner of the room, a woman, dress tattered, skin pale, eyes black holes. She reached out, fingers long, too long. Her mouth opened, wider, wider, until it wasn't a mouth anymore. Just darkness. I screamed, kicked at the door until it cracked, broke through and ran down the hallway. The clerk was gone, the lobby empty, every door in the hallway wide open. Inside each room, the same woman, waiting, watching. I didn't stop. Ran straight to my car. The engine barely turned over, but I drove, didn't look back. Hours later, I pulled into a diner. The waitress asked if I was okay. I tried to explain. She went pale, then whispered, "You stayed at her motel?" I frowned. "Who?" She leaned closer, voice shaking. "The woman who died in room 12. 30 years ago. Nobody ever checks out." I laughed nervously, tried to brush it off. But when I reached for my wallet, the room key was inside. Cold metal. Number 12 carved deep, and it smelled of perfume.
I'd been driving for hours, eyes heavy, knuckles white on the steering wheel. When the neon sign appeared through the fog, it felt like relief. Vacancy. The motel looked ancient. Paint peeling, wood warped by decades of storms, but I didn't care. I just needed sleep. The clerk at the desk was silent. No greeting, just slid a key toward me. Room 3. His hand lingered on the counter. Skin pale, veins dark, like ink running under the flesh. I didn't ask questions, just took the key and left. The hallway was long, too long, room numbers uneven, out of order. When I reached room 3, the door creaked open before I touched it. Inside, the room was freezing. My breath visible in the air, yet the radiator clicked. Red hot, hissing, as if mocking me. The walls were lined with old photographs, dozens of them. All black and white. Faces of strangers, men, women, children, every photo, every single one, staring straight ahead. Eyes locked on the bed, I tried to ignore it. Dropped my bag. Collapsed onto the mattress, but the smell hit me, rot, sweet. Metallic, I pulled back the blanket. The sheets were stained dark, brown, red, old. But not old enough, I stumbled back. Heart racing, that's when I noticed the photos had changed. Not strangers anymore, me every single frame. My face, captured from angles I'd never seen. Sleeping, driving, pictures of me from today. I staggered to the door. It wouldn't open, behind me. The photographs began to rattle. Glass cracking. Wood splitting, the faces inside them started to move. Mouths opening, silent screams, eyes rolling in black voids. One by one, the frames fell to the floor, but when they shattered, the figures inside didn't disappear, they crawled out, dragging themselves across the carpet. Pale hands, twisted limbs, mouths still open but no sound. I backed into the corner, trapped, nowhere to run. The largest one rose to its fate, its face still mine, but warped, rotting, eyes hollow. It leaned close, whispered in my own voice, "You were always meant to stay here." The lights went out. I don't remember how I escaped. The next thing I knew, I was parked on the side of the highway. Dawn breaking, but in the passenger seat. A single photograph, me, lying dead in room 3.